It began as nothing more than a whisper, an almost imperceptible flicker in the ocean of cosmic data. Astronomers are used to noise. Space is full of it: background radiation, instrument glitches, signals from satellites, all blending into a constant hum. Most anomalies vanish after a few minutes of scrutiny, explained away by solar interference or the quirks of detectors working at the edge of their limits. But this time, the anomaly did not fade. Instead, it deepened. A single observatory, orbiting far above Earth's atmosphere, first caught the strange signal. At first, researchers thought it was yet another false positive. But within hours, the same signature appeared again and again. This time, not from one telescope, but from many. Independent observatories in Chile, Hawaii, and Australia confirmed it. Something unfamiliar was entering our solar system. Something that defied every expectation. At first, speculation ran wild. A comet, perhaps? A wandering asteroid from the Kuiper belt? Objects from interstellar space do wander into our system, though they are rare. But almost immediately, astrophysicists realized this was no ordinary visitor. Its trajectory was unlike any cometary orbit we've seen. Its behavior defied the cold predictability of physics. It moved as though it wanted to be where it was going. And then came the revelation that shook the world. Dr. Michio Kaku, one of the most respected theoretical physicists alive, addressed an anxious audience. He explained calmly, yet with unmistakable gravity, that this object, now officially designated 3I Atlas, was not behaving like any natural body ever observed. Unlike an asteroid, it slowed down when gravity should have sped it up. Unlike a comet, it executed subtle course changes with precision. And most astonishingly, it emitted signals. Faint, ordered, deliberate. The room fell into silence, the kind of silence where every breath feels loud. Kaku issued a warning. We may not be looking at a simple piece of drifting debris. We may be witnessing a probe, a messenger, or something else entirely. Something that could redefine humanity's place in the universe. The first confirmed detection of 3I Atlas came from a telescope scanning the Kuiper belt, the icy, distant frontier beyond Neptune, where frozen remnants of the early solar system drift in quiet exile. But 3I Atlas was nothing like the other bodies that inhabit that region. Its reflected light shifted in irregular patterns. Normally, sunlight bouncing off an asteroid creates stable reflections that only vary as the object rotates. But here, the signature appeared to be controlled, almost manipulated, as though its surface were adjusting itself in real time. Initial suspicion turned toward faulty instruments. But when observatories separated by thousands of miles, using entirely different equipment, reported the exact same irregularities, doubt gave way to alarm. Whatever 3I Atlas was, it was not behaving randomly. When the object drifted closer to the Sun, its strangeness became undeniable. Natural objects accelerate as they approach a star, pulled faster and faster by gravity's grip. But 3I Atlas did the opposite. It slowed. The change was slight, but unmistakable. To decelerate against the pull of the Sun requires active control. It would mean propulsion, drag manipulation, or a technology beyond anything humanity has developed. And yet, there it was, drifting through our solar system as though someone, or something, was at the helm. Astrodynamic models revealed a calculated path. 3I Atlas was heading directly for Jupiter's magnetosphere. Not by chance, but by design. The maneuver mirrored the gravity assists used in our own space missions, where we slingshot probes around planets to gain speed and alter direction. Except this was not one of ours. This was a stranger navigating our cosmic neighborhood with the same mathematical precision that humanity had only just begun to master. As it journeyed inward, the world's most powerful radio telescopes began detecting something extraordinary. Faint signals, structured, repeating, layered across multiple frequencies. Natural space objects produce noise, usually chaotic bursts caused by solar winds or cosmic rays. But these emissions were different. They came in precise intervals, like a pattern. Even more astonishing, they appeared simultaneously across radio, infrared, and microwave bands, as though multiple streams of data were being broadcast at once. The James Webb Space Telescope, with its unparalleled sensitivity, turned its instruments toward the object. What it found left scientists speechless. 3I Atlas's surface was absorbing sunlight in ways no known material could, storing that energy and releasing it in carefully timed bursts of infrared radiation. To some, this looked like communication. To others, it was power management. And to the boldest minds, it seemed like transmission, an information stream headed toward somewhere far beyond our reach. Dr. Kaku described it best with a haunting analogy. Imagine finding a perfectly shaped bottle floating in the middle of the ocean. You would not assume the tides had crafted it. You would know it was made with purpose. 3I Atlas was that bottle, drifting in the ocean of space, its message still locked inside. High-resolution imaging brought the next revelation. 3I Atlas was not the irregular, tumbling rock astronomers expected. It possessed symmetry. Angles. Surfaces that shifted smoothly, almost like sails catching invisible winds. Some researchers dared to suggest it was not entirely mechanical, but a fusion of technology and biology. A hybrid construct, alive in some ways, engineered in others. Its surface appeared to be made of advanced metamaterials, capable of reconfiguring in real time. It adapted to solar winds, magnetic fields, and radiation pressure. It could repair micro-damage from dust collisions. Some speculated it possessed adaptive camouflage, altering its reflectivity to remain hidden until it chose otherwise. The implications were staggering. Its creators would have mastered engineering so advanced that the line between machine and organism no longer existed. And yet, through all of this, 3I Atlas ignored us. It never altered course toward Earth. Never sent a direct signal. Never engaged in any way we could call contact. It simply moved along its path, silent and indifferent, like a surveyor checking off worlds on a map. This indifference sparked a darker speculation. What if 3I Atlas was not unique? What if it was merely one of countless probes scattered across the galaxy, quietly monitoring planetary systems? If so, then Earth is not special, just another waypoint in a mission older than our species. As scientists parsed the signals, they discovered something even more unsettling. The pulses emitted by 3I Atlas were not random. When charted, they corresponded to universal mathematical constants, pi. The golden ratio. Prime number sequences. These are numbers that transcend language and culture, symbols of intelligence recognized across the universe. In SETI research, they are considered the ultimate handshake, the simplest way for one mind to prove its existence to another. Some skeptics argued that patterns could emerge by coincidence. But the odds of these precise constants appearing naturally, in this exact context, were vanishingly small. To many, this was undeniable evidence of intent. 3I Atlas was leaving behind breadcrumbs. Not to shout its presence, but to see if we were capable of noticing. James Webb added one more piece to the puzzle. Its instruments revealed that 3I Atlas wasn't just reflecting light, it was manipulating it. Parts of its surface changed reflectivity in real time, almost as if it had skin that could bend sunlight around it. Such a feature could regulate temperature, hide its presence, or enhance propulsion. This raised a chilling question. If it could cloak itself at will, how many others like it had passed through our solar system unseen? Finally, simulations of its trajectory revealed a final twist. Most interstellar objects follow a hyperbolic path, escaping back into deep space. But 3I Atlas was doing something else. It altered its course deliberately, climbing out of the ecliptic plane at an unnatural angle. The maneuver required energy, and it was not the most efficient path. It was, however, purposeful. Analysts proposed it was heading to a rendezvous, to meet something waiting in the void. Now, 3I Atlas drifts toward the edge of our solar system, its strange geometry catching the last rays of our sun. It has passed every planet, ignored every opportunity to engage with Earth, and vanished into the dark, silent but not without message. Dr. Kaku's final warning echoes. If 3i Atlas is what the evidence suggests, then we are not looking at a visitor. We are looking at proof. Proof that the universe is not empty. Proof that civilizations capable of crossing the gulf of stars exist. Proof that they may have been watching us for longer than we know. Whether 3i Atlas was an observer, a messenger, or something else entirely, its silence may be the most calculated message of all. We see you. We are here. But you are not ready. And the question that lingers, haunting and unresolved, is this: was that decision theirs, or ours? If you want to follow every new development, every fragment of data, and every trajectory shift in the mystery of 3i Atlas, subscribe to Discovery at 2.0 and turn on notifications. Because when this story reaches its end, it may redefine what it means to be human in a universe that has never been as empty as we once believed.